I'm Real Genetic Demon, and this is What's Not a Tape, Season 24, Volume 3. This week we've got a couple of tapes, similar from the previous pack. A couple of tapes. One of them I've chosen because, I can't remember who said it in the comments, but they'd got the clamshell version of Orc Attack. Well, Orc Attack's there, so we'll give that one a try. TDK this time round. Orc Attack Wheelie. What's on the side? Android 2 Classic, great game. So we got those for a start off. And on the other tape, we've got the Nodes of Yesod, a game with a mole in it. I remember there's a mole in there. And also Gyroscope, which is kind of a bit like Marble Madness, but without the marble. It's a gyroscope. It's funny because it's published by Melbourne House that also published Marble Madness, which is obviously an arcade game. So there's the side of it. Yeah, those are the ones. And there's the keys, I think, for Wheelie and whatever else it is. Yeah. Freeze animals. I forgot there was a freeze button. Oh, all this time. I forgot about the freeze button. Anyway, it was Simon, I think, last week who asked about pickups as well. So I thought I'd show you a couple that came in recently. They're not very recent, about a week ago, but they came in, and these are ones that I got because I'm a bit of a fan of the type. This is Zeppelin games, but this is Zeppelin games as a complete sort of pack. So it's got a few games on there together. So Spaghetti Western, Kickbox, Ninja Commando, which is no, it's not Ninja Commando. That's terrible. It's Bionic Commando that's terrible. One of them's awful. No, it is Bionic Commando that's awful. That's the one that's dreadful. It could be the other one as well, Ninja Commando. They both look awful. One of them just pauses and doesn't work at all anyway. But these are sort of new old stock, but I think they took a knock in the post. But they were new old stock, and I basically had to have the collection because I do like the Zeppelin games. And again, we had another one which also includes, this is re-releases more than anything, it's Full Throttle, Skate Fighter, 3D Death Chase that is, and 3D Grand Prix. Again, some re-releases on there. Fantastic games though, some very good games on that one. That's definitely worth your pocket money. If you're going to pay $1.99 for a set of games, that's the one you want. And then finally I picked up this one as well, which is part of the whole lot, which is Soccer Manager, Mountain Bike, what's that say? I can't pronounce it. I can't see it. It's Parasol Course, which is a weird one. I played that one before. It's a bit of a strange looking character in that one. And Rally Simulator. They're all quite good on that one as well. So to be fair, if you're going to get budget titles with things on them, pretty much good set that, realistically. You know, if you're going to, good for your money. Pocket money? And 4 games? Yeah, brilliant. So those are the ones I picked up recently. And the other thing I wanted to show you while I was at it is that one thing that happens is when you start doing what I'm doing with these tapes and watching them, is you sort of become a tape collector. So indirectly I became a tape collector. So this one came recently with a bundle. So this is, BASF tape, and it's just nice. I like it. It's not used. It's got nothing on it. I just kind of like it. I like the style. It's simple and to the point. You know, it's a C60, and that's it. That's all there is to it. Really simple. Simple tape. Simple sort of inlay, and with nothing written on it, and you just sort of become. It sort of happens overnight. One day you're not doing it, and the next day you seem to be collecting these things, even though they have no real. Well, they just have a little bit of value, I guess, to those people who want those tape things. Anyway, without further ado, we'll get these, or one of these, into a tape drive. Right, the tape's in the drive, so let's go with the Yodes of Nesod. No, the Nodes of Yesod. This is a game from Odeon, who I think were based in Liverpool back in the day. In fact, I think I've been past the street that they were based on. I don't know. I'm sure I've told this story before, but I'm pretty convinced this is where it was. Beep beep. Yep. Beep beep. We like beep beep. Beep beep. Beep 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 beep. Yep. You know, to be fair, I quite liked Odeon stuff. Weren't they a split off as something else? Quite like their bits and pieces. They did Heartland as well, if I remember rightly, and Heartland was pretty impressive as well. The funny thing is though, this is the weird bit.
bytes, no screen. Okay. I think the funny bit about it, though, is that the games, although not a good start, R-tape error. We love that. We love a little bit of R-tape error. Can't beat a bit of R-tape error within the whole thing. Let's just rewind that. See it works again. New load it. Go with it. Go with it. Go with the flow. I might have to get the old PlayZX out. Anyway, I think back in the day, though, that when they transferred the games over, because they put them on the Commodore as well, I don't know whether they made it to the Amstrad CPC, which is a bit of a sad thing, to be honest with you. But when I saw, but they got transferred over there, and I'll be honest, they didn't really do what I would call much with the graphics. They kind of stuck with the Spectrum graphics and just coloured it with the Commodore palette from memory. Anyway, I certainly played Heartland on the Commodore 64, and there wasn't. I wouldn't call them much in it realistically, other than obviously they didn't have so much of the colour clash, the famed sort of Sinclair colour clash that there was. But it was. Not really. What? Why is this a bit weird? It's not like loading. It's like loading the top of him and loading to the bottom of him. Odin, of course, was the Norwegian god, wasn't he? What the heck? No screen. I feel like there's something weird about this that I should know about. Do you know what? I've got dog issues today. I don't mind dogs. You know, they're lovely creatures, but I have dog issues. They're quite literally. It's quite warm out today, so the door should really be left open. But my son keeps closing it because, you know, autism and OCD, and he keeps closing it. But the dogs keep wanting to come and go. They literally can't. They can't come in the house and stay in the house. They have to come into the house, then go out of the house. They come in the house and go out of the house. But the moment the door's shut, then they have to stand at the door and bang at the door, both sides, because that's what dogs do. So I'm gonna go right now. It'll be 2 seconds and open the door for the dog. Hang on. Come on, dog. He heard her, and he's let her out. She's now gone round the garden, but now he's sort of half closed the door so that they can't possibly get in or out, which will mean the inevitable scratching at the door on both sides again very shortly. So we'll soon see. Oh, hang on, no, he's closed the door completely because you wouldn't want them getting back in again after they've gone out. Madness. My missus has got. We got a little years ago. We bought a very inexpensive summer house for the garden, which we've kind of made quite a nice little spot. You know, cheap sofa. You know, £150 one out of something like the Range. Cheap sofa and a little. You know, and I got the electrics extended there because they were in the garage, so they got extended into there. So there's like a couple of plugs, so you can turn a light on and put a TV on if you want to watch TV or a radio or something like that. Or some music of some sort, whatever you fancy, whatever takes you fancy. But it's quite a nice little spot. So my wife's an endless knitter. So she's either out there knitting right now and keeping the dogs busy. So realistically they can all stay in the garden and be sitting on the sofa, but there's this endless. What is it with animals and the endless door opening? It's just in their heads, isn't it? They just want to come and go. So anyway, I'm way off track already. Just 5 seconds worth of it, you know, being talking to you, and I'm way off track. How are you all? Have you had a lovely week? I hope you've got a beverage. I've got a cup of coffee, and I've got it in my Love Hearts mug. Well, it's not my Love Hearts mug; it's somebody else's, but I've claimed it today. It's a modern day Love Hearts one, though. So it says "I sexted you" or something like that nowadays. I think, doesn't it? No, it doesn't quite say that. It says fancy and yummy and sweetheart and cheeky. Well, there's some very sweet words nowadays. This is obviously pre all the silly words. I think this is probably found in a charity store because we tend to pick these things up. We're very weird, you know. I think there's the thing about life is that you remember that thing when I don't know if you're old. You have to be old enough to remember this. But you know when your parents had those special sort of glasses and cups that came out for your Christmas dinner or your Easter lunch or whatever else it is. They used to have that sort of special set. You know the one. I don't know if they still do that nowadays. I certainly don't have what I would call a special set that comes out for Christmas. It just doesn't. We don't have that. And those special sets, I'm going to tell you what happens to those now, very quietly. Those end up in charity shops because nobody really wants those special sets. So what actually happens is they end up in charity shops or antique shops. And if they end up in charity shops and might... Oh, there we go. Did you hear that? Odin Computer Graphics Team. There we go, a bit of music there. But yeah, they end up in charity shops, and what happens then is that we buy them and we just eat our dinner off, 30 quid plates effectively back in the day. Yeah, well, because why not? Who cares? It doesn't matter, it's a bloody plate. You're eating your dinner off it, for God's sake. I don't care. I don't put it in a cabinet and looking at it. That's not what they're for eating off anyway. Right, that's enough bitching in the morning. Let's get on with the game. So, I believe the idea is you crashed on a planet or something similar, and you need some help for this. So I'm going to press 1 for the keyboard. I'm going to try and remember the keys. I think I've got them. There's the up. There must be a walk up as well. That's jump. That's left and right. There is a button to bring out the mole. So we need to get a mole. Can we... No, right, okay. Don't fall down that hole yet. Jump over that. We need the mole. The mole pops out of these, and we have to kind of jump and get him. Come on, Moley. There he is. Got him. Right, okay. So we've now got a mole. So we can bring out the mole. So see, there's Earth on the distance there. Graphics are really nice, though. I'll admit the graphics are very nice. Right, okay. How do we bring out the mole? There's the mole, and then the mole can kill stuff. So it's like a space mole. Look, it can kill Sooty there. Sooty's dead. And then we... I'm not sure what we're trying to find. I think we're trying to destroy Sooty's home world. No, there's nothing Armageddon again like in this, but obviously Sooty must die. As we all know, he's a vile bear. Die, Sooty. There we go. Sooty's dead, and we've got our space mole. I never really understood this one. This one's games. I think it came with the Vega. I've got a copy of it. I've got the lovely box that it comes in and all that. But I never really. Oh, right. I got something there. I got something. One of those, whatever it is, the alchemy things below. Yeah, I got one of those. So that's what I'm meant to be collecting anyway. So hang on. Oh, I've farted on the floor. I paused for ages. Kill him, Sooty. Kill Sooty. Yes, there we go. Right, jump up there, see what's up there. It's that one. Oh, hello. That's the one there. I'm on there. Kill Sooty. Murder him and his friends. Kind of reminds me of because there was the Spectrum's quite good at platform games. It really is. You can't deny it. It's got good games that are on it. It reminds me a bit of Underworld. There's a bit of Dizzy in it with his big roll. Look at that roll. I'm sure somebody will love that. But there's a bit of roll in there. It reminds me of what's that other one that I'm thinking of? Come on. What is it? Oh, that's rubbish. I'm going to go the other way. I'm kind of paused now because I can't do anything. So they're expecting me to get killed here, but I don't because there's nothing there. It kind of reminds me of... I've said Underworld. I've said Dizzy a little bit. It reminds me... There's quite a few platformer games like this. Starquake, a little bit Starquake. Reminds me of those kind of things. And honestly, it's the Spectrum is pretty good at these things. Oh, come on. However, I hate pixel perfect jumping. I don't know about the rest of you, but I absolutely hate it. It's kind of my and no pun intended, my bugbear. Yeah, okay. So we did pixel perfect, but didn't. Right. Okay, and we're coming up. Gonna go that way. Oh, that'll just be up the way I came. So we need to get out and go to the next one. That's it. See if I can find another one of those, whatever those alchemy things are, which seems to... Oh, did I die and lose it? There's a little green bar on the bottom before. There's one there, look. I'm sure that's it. Oh, hello. Little green bean thing. There, I've got a blue one now. I'm going to kill you all with my space mole. Mole. Austin Powers. Moley. Moley, 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 moley. Remember that? No? This is our mole, Austin. Mole. Moley, 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 moley. Anyway, that's... Look. Kill him with a mole. What's he doing? He's taken away my what's it? Oh, he's dumped it back there. That's not nice. So the guy that I've just run into there, the one in red, he just took away my lovely thing. So even though I've just done all that lovely work there, mole, kill, 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 mole. Right, that guy appeared in red, has sucked out my. The dog is barking again. I've just died from that long fall. He's just sucked out my little thing that I collected. No, come on. So you can't stay in a room too long because the man comes and collects your stuff. So we got that. See, you got another one now. Got two of them. Oh, come on. Let's get out of here. And oh, pixel perks it perfect. Required. Yeah, so that man who appeared there, who popped into the room, it's like he knows where I am after a certain length of time. So you've got to get out of here before he gets to you. And then he takes your stuff off you. He sort of steals it back again. You have to go through the same stuff again. Quite enjoying this, actually. Strange sort of way. Sorry, if it's a long episode, it's because I'm enjoying myself. It's been a while. Oh, I'm gonna go this way. See if he make sure he doesn't appear again. The man who nicks my stuff. I can't get. Ooh, can I go up that way to it? No. That's not good. Oh, come on. Right, up here. Let's go back this way. This way. Right, okay, up we go. Now we need to get out of here because we've got everything we need. There we go, we're going. I'm getting out. That's it, I'm out. Right, okay, where's the next one? Where's the spaceship or something like that? Don't fall down a hole before we get there. There's going to be another hole somewhere. And there's one. Let's see if there's a spaceship or anything like that I can drop these bits off with. Because it would be wrong not to be able to drop them off. Walking around the entire planet in quick succession. 2 holes. We're running round quickly. A little pack on. That's probably the first I've ever got in this game, to be fair. Quite like the graphics, though. I'm just bypassing all these holes, but there should be... I'm guessing... I don't know. Let's have a little look, anyway. I probably should just play those particular holes, shouldn't I? I think I've run round the planet now. I'm not sure how we can tell. I'll pop down this next one and we'll see what we find. I'll try and find one of them double ones. Well, that'll do. We've not been in here before, I can tell. Over the top of there. Oh, caterpillar. Very quiet all of a sudden. There we go. A little bit of sound effects. Like the speech at the beginning. I quite like. We used to. That was, by the way, that blew our minds back in the day. There we go. There's another one of them. Hey. Uh-oh. Oh, no, don't kill him. Kill him. Don't. You've eaten my... Oh, he's taken... Only takes one off you. Right, but that could be any one from when you level. There he is. Look, he's looking at me. I'm not happy. And he's there. And he's taking another one off me. He's obviously not taking the one out of the room I was in. He's taking that off me, though. So the two I've just got... Oh, he's taking the third one off me. There we go. He's just whipped it off. That's extremely hard. That's extremely hard. That's one of them games where you go, wow, okay, really? That's really, really hard. Hang on. Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, no. Heart rate's going slow. Really slow. Just going to rewind gyroscope all that. The weapon's rubbish, though. I'm going to say now, right, the space moles are not the way to go. Can we just stick to guns? They are not the thing we want. We don't need space moles in our lives. I've got enough space moles. Heart rate is almost stopped, and I'm still alive. I can't believe it. So I've gone through all that trouble just to lose everything again. Brilliant. So you'd have to go back into that level to find the... Oh, dead. And I missed even the score because I was pushing buttons. That was alright, wasn't it? Let's see a little look now. Gyroscope. This is, as I say, also released by Melbourne House. It's effectively... I want to say, you'd like to say knockoff version of Marble Madness, but it's not really a knockoff version of Marble Madness. It's its own game. It's, do you remember gyroscopes? You see, kids nowadays don't even play with these things. When we were kids, we used to get educational toys. Do you remember those? You know, we used to get toys that were designed to be educational, one of which was a gyroscope. I remember getting a gyroscope, a very small one. Do you remember the very small one? It was probably only stood about 2 or 3 inches tall, and then you had a little rope round it, and a little string round it, and you pulled it really fast, and it made the central heavy central section spin. And when you placed it on a surface, it would balance literally on the pivot at the bottom, and it would balance, and it would spin on that spot because you'd effectively changed it, gravitational, I guess. Was it the gravitational? No, not gravitational. Something anyway has changed about it. Maybe it is gravitational. Probably is. Gotta excuse this cough. Try to get rid of it. It's not really going. Gravitational type thing. Anyway, it spun round and it would sort of float on the spot. And as I say, Melbourne House did this one, and this is the weird part for me about this, is that you have Gyroscope, effectively by the same company who did the variation of Marble Madness, which was a very popular. I think it was an arcade game first, and then it went to the NES and a number of other things at the time, and did that. So yeah, it's surprising to find it on a tape, or surprising to find it as a game that existed. I suppose there's a few others, wasn't there? Spin Dizzy was similar in its style. Absolutely hated Spin Dizzy. I still to this day, not hated it. That's the wrong word. It's a very strong terminology there. Hating it. It's not hating it. I just wasn't very good at it. It was a tough game. Other people liked Spin Dizzy. I always found it very, very difficult to play. It's very hard to say. I don't like to say hate. Nobody wants to hate anything. But yeah, it wasn't the best of games. Never really quite understood what I was doing. I mean, we played that. What was that game that we played a couple of weeks ago? It was really good. It turned out to be quite good. Oh, it was on one of those cassettes, wasn't it? It was one of those multi-pack ones. Anyway, it was a couple of weeks. I say a couple of weeks. It was probably one of those multi-pack ones, and it might have been on the Dimensions one. Yeah, it was on the Dimensions tape, the 4th Dimension, when we did the 4th Dimension. Remember that? That's probably longer than that, actually. That's probably 12 or 20 weeks ago. But anyway, whatever it was, there was one on there, and it was pretty good, where you had to do the nuclear reactors and push things around. Can't even remember its name. No idea. Can't remember its name. Anyway. It was good. I really enjoyed those kind of things. It was brilliant fun. But it just depends, doesn't it? I think it depends on whether the game grabs you or not, or doesn't grab you. I remember playing Gyroscope. I think I even bought it when it was in one of them bargain bins, you know, the old days, where they used to just hoy it in a bin, and it was literally like a bin of you know, metal sort of basket of stuff that was there that was all reduced, you know, where you found your copy of Checkered Flag, that one of many millions of games sold. I wonder how many of Checkered Flag sold, actually. More than we probably expect. I mean, it's just a definition of what makes something a success or whatever else is. I mean, if you're in the UK at the moment, you'll know that the band Oasis are reforming at the moment, or have reformed, should I say, to do some shows, and everybody's desperately trying to get tickets for this. I'll be honest, I wasn't a fan. So I haven't been involved. So it was like pre-order ballots and pre-order tickets, and then tickets themselves. All systems crashed. A certain company that runs the ticketing system, it's crashed as well. That was a factor. But I did the math, just the quick math on the tickets, and they apparently in total there's about 1.4 million seats. And even if they do the minimum, which is around about £150 per person, and they've sold every ticket, which I assume they have at this point in time, that's £210 million that they have raised. I know that obviously some of that goes on the show and some of it goes on the other things, but I'm sure that there's a decent payday coming for the Gallagher brothers after all of that. So, and that just doesn't even include the VIP seats, the slightly raised up ones, the ones closer to the stage, and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, I suppose that if you were relatively popular back in the 90s, end of the 90s and early 2000s, and then you reformed 20 years later, I suppose, and you were relatively, you know, whatever else, I don't see why you shouldn't, you know, clear up a little bit. I guess you just can't imagine them staying together long enough to actually get to those days. But I don't think they're going to give back to 210 million quid. Do you? Don't see that happening somehow. Anyway, I'm going to have to work out what the keys are, though. This is going to be the first challenge of this. First challenge. Keyboard 0. Can always put the Sinclair joystick in if we have to. There's that. What's right? I think I found left, right. I think I've got it. Yeah, I've got them. So you go down, you're making it through the levels. You're going down. For a gyroscope. And it makes really stupid noises. You get no chance to move when you start level. I'm guessing that's my finish there. Yes, bonus time. I made it through level, and it's basically like a poor man's, Marble Madness, I guess. Fell off the edge. I don't think the graphics are quite as good as the Commodore 64 version. I played the Commodore 64 version. I think the Commodore 64 has slightly better graphics, I'm afraid. It's pretty playable, though. It's not unplayable. I just never got into these kind of games. Oh, sugar! I just can't get enough. Yeah, I want to try and jump this. Can I jump it? No, you can't jump it. So that's a bit of a misnomer, that over there. Keyboard. I'll do it again. One more go. 7 lives. This should be simple now. Just straight down the hill. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, God, Millie. Let's go that way. Oh, you idiot. I can't believe I did that after all that. I can't believe I made such a hash of that. Next level. This is the one where I can't get out of it. Oh. A little bit up the hill. Oh, no. What? Why did it bounce? I didn't bounce. I didn't. That's impossible. The wall bounces me. So I'm touching the wall there. so I come down this slope, and I went towards that wall. And when I went towards the wall, it bounced me off. So that actually makes that almost impossible to do. I'm assuming it must be possible, but watch. Oh, there's not going to watch if you do that. That's actually quite frustrating that's the case. There, the wall bounces me. Do you see it bounce me? So when I get to here, it bounces me off and chucks me down there. How the hell are you going to get to the wall or the edge when you get hit at the edge of there? That's faulty. Brilliant. That's what we like. Faulty games. No good at all. Right, carry on. Let's see what else we got here. Let's do... what should we do first? Let's do Android 2. Superseded by Sandwich, of course, and then Ice Cream Sandwich, and then I'm only kidding. This is originally what Google purchased. They thought they were getting Android 2, and they got an operating system, and they were absolutely upset. They were like, no, we don't want a mobile phone thing. We want a ZX Spectrum game, and they were so disappointed. Can you imagine that? I mean, then they made billions from it. You know, billions and billions and billions. My favourite, one of the favourite things about Google recently is that they've generated a monopoly on sort of search. Most people use Google as a search engine. They've generated this monopoly on search, and obviously they're saying you can't have a monopoly on search because they're a monopoly of information. You know, that's the kind of thing. Even though they allowed it to happen very early on, but basically, Google pays Apple nearly $18 billion a year, around about, give or take a few billion, $18 billion a year to put Google search onto Apple phones. That's amazing, isn't it? That really is amazing. That they make so much money from it. They can afford to give Apple, one of their rivals in the mobile phone sort of arena, essentially, because of their operating system. They can afford to give them £18 billion a year, or $1 billion a year. Amazing! What a world we live in! I remember, do you remember the browser Mozilla? Do you ever deal with that one? It was Firefox and Mozilla. And they used to get paid by Yahoo and other things about $5 million a year for making the default search engine in their browser. Can you believe that? I can. So if your information is for sale, then it's always going to be a problem. This is why I always find it really interesting when people when something you pay for and it's meant to be sort of, I guess, non-biased in a sort of way. It's sort of, if it's up for sale, it's up for sale, isn't it? It's always up for sale. Quite surprising, really. Quite surprising. I'm up for sale though. You can rent my my forehead for about $2 million a year if you want to buy my forehead and advertise there. I'll even put a little neon light on for you. To be fair though, I haven't convinced Dow Egberts, Kenko or anybody coffee related to actually sponsor me permanently. It's not happened. I'm still. There's still a legal battle ongoing between Netflix and Amazon to have the What's on the Tape on their channel. It's down to money at the end of the day. I mean when they came to me and they said that we want to do a deal like Apple with Google, $18 billion a year, I was like, no, it's not enough. I want more. You see Amazon, you've got your Rings of Power, you've got £1 billion show. You're going to have to up your game. It's going to have to work better than that. I provide better entertainment than the Rings of Power. Definitely do. Oh, coffee's good. Coffee's good. Wasn't it Jeremy Clarkson and the co? Because they're doing a final one, aren't they? They're doing a final grand tour. It won't be the last time they're together, by the way. I think they're just getting old, so they just want to go a little slower. But didn't they have didn't the original deal? Wasn't the original deal? What am I thinking here? Wasn't the original deal only about £4 million pounds. I mean, then they've obviously worked there a lot longer than that, but I'm sure it was only 4 million. Which I know it's ridiculous because that's actually a lot of money, but genuinely in the scale of things, it's quite a low bit of money. So this game is an absolute stonker of a game, and I'll tell you why this is a stonker of a game. Not only is the cover absolutely beautiful, it's like a 1920s stained glass window with a robot and a snake in it, locked in combat. It is also, I mean, by 1920s, by the way, it's the styling of it. It's the greyness of the robot, the Metropolis style robot that's on the front with a laser beam on his head, and the epic snake of some kind of Greek, a myth of some sort, and this gives you this game, and this is a isometric, yes, sort of, not quite. It's not the right angle, but it's it's a different kind of game, and it works really well. The idea, when you say press yes to do the instructions, it gives you all the instructions on the side of the screen. It's brilliant. You've got to kill the millipedoids. And you've got to kill them in the Maze of Death, the Paradox Zone, and the Flatlands. I've never ever got out of the Maze of Death. I do apologise for being rubbish. And then you get a little thing here, tells you what you can do. There's a millipedoi, hovering one. You can blast that one and kill it. You can't kill the bouncers, they're indestructible. This is transport, blah, 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 blah. Equipped on your head. Photon torpedoes. It tells you how many you've got to destroy. 5 of those buggers have to go down, and there's a radar indicating the rough direction. It is a fantastic game. It really is. Honestly, I can't. Instructions. No. Let's kill some. Prepare for combat. Let's go kill some. It's really good. It just plays really well. And these games from Vortex Software are just really good. So they've got to watch the mines. Right. Well, I've got to look at the map thing that's flashing there. It's going to give me a rough idea, and I'll just walk straight into that indestructible creature to begin with. That's not a good start. There's some flashing near me. There, see them up above, look. Oh god, I've almost got killed by them. Right, I'm going to go this way. I know, the mine head. Go that way. There they are, the millipedoids. I got killed by that thing. Got to shoot it in the head 5 times as well, I believe. It's the other little stipulation of the... You sod. Oh, got killed. No, don't get killed again. Been destroyed. I didn't even get towards a millipedoid. We need to kill one. No instructions. Get me in there. I want to kill some millipedoids. Come and get some millipedoids. No, it's a great game, this. The graphics are great for the Spectrum. There's no particular colour clash in it. It does what it's meant to do. I think I've got to go this way. I think my son's just come and dropped off his plate. Good lad. He's had some cake because it was his birthday yesterday, but we didn't eat the cake because we were all full. We were all full of Indian meals, so we didn't get a chance to do that. There's a millipedoid there. Oh, don't stand on mines. I stood on the mine. He's there. Look, he's stuck. He's not stuck. He's not stuck at all. I thought he was stuck, but he's not. I thought he's there, though. Let's see him shoot him in the head a few times. There's 2 of them. 2 of them. Let's get him. Did I shoot him in the head there? I think I did. He got hit in the head. Come on, get up here. I'm trying to encourage them to come by sort of calling with my laser. I was stood on that. What an idiot. Yeah, good game though. Well worth playing. I'm not very good at it though, but that goes without saying normally. Right, okay, what we got next? Orc Attack. No idea how to play Orc Attack. I think there's maybe some instructions on the front of the thing. Orc Attack. No instructions. Then Wheelie. Wheelie being... Oh, hang on. Oh, loaded it. There we go. Orc Attack. Wasn't this Creative Spark or Sparklers? This came on originally. I think I've got the original. I think I've got the original Sparklers release. But as I said before, somebody had the clamshell version of it, which is kind of cool. I think that was cool. I'm sure I don't know who said that in the comments, but yeah, to keep telling me what you got, because I like to know what people have got. To be honest, I do like to know what we're all collecting at the moment. My collecting is definitely slowed on the old Spectrum front. It's more. I'm still doing obviously the What's on Tape stuff. I've got, as I say, I've only got about 22 years worth of them left. But the point is that Creative Sparks. You see, there you go. I think this was featured before on What's on Tape. To be fair. But what I was going to say, it's a little bit slower. I'm more selective because I've got quite a lot of things already. So I'm quite selective about what I actually purchase and what I don't purchase. So it is a lot. There's a lot less coming through the door than they used to be. I think at the moment, recently, should I say, it's been more about. Switch games. There's a good selection of Switch games that have come out recently that are quite or on the sort of cheap sort of side. I included things like Bomb Rush Cyber Funk, which is a lot to say, but it's basically Jet Set Radio, if you've ever played Jet Set Radio, but a modern day version of it. Sector 7, or Seventh Sector, which is a point and click adventure. Astronauts or Autonauts. Neon White, which is a card game. First person arena thing. Yeah, I know it sounds insane, but it's cool. Trash Sailors, which I was so cheap the other day. It was like £9. I couldn't help myself. It's got a painted art style. It's like where you have to sail through the seas, keeping your boat alive by collecting trash as a pirate. So although it says trash sailors, it's actually trash pirates. But I don't know why they didn't put the word pirates on, because everybody loves pirates. And I've got Jitsu Squad as well, which was a cheap one. I do like collecting them. I do like the cartridges that come with it, and I do like the size of them. I mean, that's seriously, why didn't people make things this small before? These lovely little teeny little cartridge boxes that they come in. They're really nice. I've got one in my hand at the moment. I really like Jitsu Squad because it looks really nice. It's nice graphics, and it's sort of it's a beat 'em up. It's a scroll-along beat 'em up. There's quite a lot of them coming out. The one thing I've got to say about the Nintendo Switch is I still think it's a collector's device. I don't think that your modern day, maybe your PlayStation 5. I think your Xbox is dead. I don't think the future of Xbox is. And where's the advertising? You're still seeing PlayStation 4, but you aren't seeing anything else. So 5, 6, and 0. Right. Okay, that sounds cool. I can do that. Player names? No, just Peter Start. Let's do that. 5, 6, and 0. Oh, that's right. You've got to pour stuff on Orcs' heads. Isn't that right? Yeah, I've got to push the ladders down or something like that, isn't it? So there's the Orcs below. Yeah, I've got to avoid getting hit by them. But when they start bringing the ladders up, I've got to... Oh! I've got to push the... Yep. What am I meant to do? I've got to get a sword. I've got hit. Yeah, sword. Whack him. How is he not dead? I'm smacking him with a sword. Come on. Whack him in the face. Punch him. Honestly, it's oh my god. This is the yep. Oh, I've cracked his skull. Oh, did I get his skull there? No, they're not like farting up. Yeah, but I'm hitting you. Rubbish. Hey. So that's the fire ones. Look, these are the ones we want. This is the one I really want. No good without. What are you doing? You're walking across, but we need to turn. Right, yeah, fine, fire at me, but I need these. Boom! Got one. He blew up nicely. Like it. Stop walking across so madly. It's madly going across. Go on, kill him! It's bouncing off the wall. Oh, come on! Why won't he hit him? Hit him off the edge of the wall. Please hit him in the head. That's ridiculous. I'm smacking him in the face with my sword. Yep, not to be misconstrued with anything else. Oh, it's the worst glory hole I've ever been to. It's not happening for me. Look, it's not happening. I'm just waving it. It's all flaccid. Nothing's happening. Get him. What the heck's going on with these orcs? Honestly, I've been killed to death by an orc. I got 10 points for throwing one down. I was absolutely rubbish with the rest of the orcs. Right, let's go on. Let's see if we can finish this off. Let's finish this off with Wheelie on a high point. See if we can get to the Ghost Rider at the other end. This is like the real Ghost Rider. Tell you what. Comic books, love a bit of comic book, you know I do. Ghost Rider, written by Garth Ennis, the same man who did The Boys, The Preacher, those things that got converted to TV series that weren't as good as the comic books. But hey, we won't debate that. At least they're there. We love a bit of that. But he did Ghost Rider. He was invited by Marvel to do Ghost Rider. He's also done Batman. But he did Ghost Rider for Marvel, and it is glorious. It is just glorious. It's just pure ghostly macho-ness, and it's great. It's a lot of fun. It's a great romp. It's a good story. It is plenty of heaven and hell, type things. Mostly hell, of course. And it's really good. It's a bit like Nicolas Cage in is it Hell Road that he plays? Well, that's not loaded very well. Let's go back. Let's try it. No, in fact, let's not even try to go back. Let's just load it from PlayZX or something similar. Let's get the PlayZX at it. Easy answer. Let's just do that rather than mess around with it, because it's the only thing left on the tape anyway. So let's get PlayZX at it. Won't even worry. So details in the descriptions even below if you want to know how to do that yourself. Always worth saving yourself a bit of time if you want to do that. Let me just find PlayZX on my phone. Very handy. Still need to have a cable, of course, though, to be able to connect it up. That's the only thing. You need a device old enough that you have a headphone jack. You can thank Apple for removing those from most devices, which is a real shame, because we didn't really want it removed, or I didn't anyway. Let's PlayZX. PlayZX. There we are. Let's find Wheelie on PlayZX. It's definitely there. I know it is. Search Wheelie. There we go. There's two releases: the original one by Microsphere, and the re-release by Alternative Software. I've got both, because, well, why wouldn't I? Great games. Great game. I remember playing it for the first time. It was so weird. But at the same time, I like the weirdness of it. It's one of those things. It's like a motorcycle in a random maze going up and down, again platforming, being chased by a Ghost Rider when you get to the end of it, challenging a Ghost Rider, the Ghost Rider, maybe not that Ghost Rider, but a Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider's a great comic book, though. The whole idea of a pact with the devil, and that you become his huntsman of demons at night, is a fantastic premise for a comic book. You've got to admit it's a fantastic premise. I mean, the thing about a lot of these things is they don't really fit in the Disney princess corner of things. You know, the family friendly where they can make themselves a fortune by ramming the same crap down your throat over and over again. Whereas the Ghost Rider is, when they bought Marvel, I actually did wonder what would happen to characters like the Punisher and Ghost Rider and a number of others that would probably wouldn't fit into it. The possible alternate version of the Hulk with mental health issues, would that still be allowed? In fact, that was covered quite heavily in one comic book. I can't remember. I think he's a different kind of Bruce though. It's Bruce something Willis. Yeah, Bruce Willis, also the Hulk. No, Bruce Banner, but it's Bruce something Banner. And the only reason he didn't kill all of his schoolmates at his high school is that he miscalculated and didn't carry a 7 or something similar, because he always had a bit of a flaw for it, which is also the reason why he managed to irradiate himself with the gamma radiation and turn into the Hulk. That whole thing is got some real dark themes in it, and I wondered whether or not they would allow such dark things to still live within their universe. I'm guessing they're discovering that people quite like those grittier, more interesting stories. So I guess there's something they have to learn to keep it alive. Because of course they're going to start a whole new Avengers shortly. With one of the series is Secret War, isn't it? Followed by Doomsday with Robert Downey Jr. in the universe where he is Doomsday instead as well, not Robert Downey Jr. I'm sure there's lots of Robert Downey Jr. in all the other ones, but there's only one where there's a Doomsday played by Tony Stark effectively. So it will be interesting to see how this goes. I think that the fact that they're rolling him out after just. I mean, what was original Iron Man? Was it 2001 or something? 2003 or something similar? Can't remember, but let's just say he's been, and then they kind of finished him off in Avengers Endgame. They've gone probably nearly 10 years without them in the I say 10 years, it probably isn't. It's probably 5 years, and then they've brought a number of the original cast back. But you remember the playing comic book characters? They're kind of stuck with the roles that they are. Yeah, you can mould it a little bit to yourself if you're big enough as an actor, I guess. But I don't think you can change what the fans are expecting of their Tony Stark or their Doctor Doom or their Thing or their Hulk or whatever else is. I think that you struggle with those concepts. I mean, for me, I really worry. I'm a big Hulk fan. I used to love the Hulk. I haven't read it for a while actually, but I used to love the Hulk. I thought the Hulk was great. I liked the split personality between the angry man and the not so angry man and the scientist, the brute force and growling monster that the Hulk becomes, yet still sensitive and strong at the same time. You couldn't see the Hulk letting something die that shouldn't die. That kind of thing. I miss that. I'm hoping you've got to see what's going to happen to see whether or not it works or not. Now this is one of these games where somebody wrote the controls on it. Not that we need them, but somebody wrote them on the QA, VB, and 1 freezes the creatures, so that saves me having to work it out. And so VB and 1 freezes the creatures. I didn't realise it was 1 to 3 the creatures. Bottom row. What have I done? Oh. Up, down, freeze. I didn't even know I'd press the key to do it. What's any other key to play? Bottom row. Enter. Right. Oh, you can change the keys out. I never even knew you could do that. Right. So I can freeze the creatures. I forgot that I could do that. So we can go up and down by pushing up. And we go for it. Reminds me of BMX Flyer from Grandstand, this does. Always. Every time I play it, I think of BMX Flyer. BMX Flyer is one of my favourite sort of grandstand games. Loved that and a number of others. Astro Wars, great game. I'd love to add it to my collection, but it's just one of those things. Sometimes you just can't justify the... I've got to accelerate hard at that to make that I go over that. There we go. Brake, brake, brake. It's a long level as well. I love the styling of it. Yeah, pull the wheelie by accelerating hard. Down we go. It's a great game. Honestly, these are the games that... And it's so different. I mean, motorcycle and a maze. Name the last time you saw that in a game. Exactly. Doesn't happen. Oh yeah, I got it perfect that time round. Sometimes I just do it rubbish. Come on, let's get to the let's get to the man himself. I'd like to do that. That'd be cool. Froze the creature. I've gone the wrong way. And then this way. And we go up there. Low fuel. Please don't run out of fuel before we get there. Gas up the top. No, ran out of fuel. Have I lost a life? Or is it game over completely? Oh, we're okay. We've lost the life, but we're not. It's not game over. Oh, too fast. Or too slow, but going too fast. Too fast, it goes too slow. Done it. Another jump done. Come on, Ghost Rider, you're mine. Definitely mine. Have some gas, we'll take that. We're going for it. We've got to race him back after we've done this as well, because that's part of the coolness of the game. Freezing them does help a lot, by the way. Too fast, too quick. That's the wrong point. Gotta do this jump. Come on. Game over? No! After all that! Well, I guess the Ghost Rider won't be mine. Anyway, I've been your host, Real G9 Demon. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.